And look at the detailing. Ooh la la. Anyway, it's one of those products that is absolutely ridiculous. By no means am I telling you to get this. It's just one of those products that just feels like incredibly luxurious every single time you use it. And if you're like me and you love luxury, then this might tickle your pickle like it did mine. Can we just take a second and appreciate how good beauty has been lately? I mean, honestly, I feel like July was just like one of those months, you know, where I just kept reaching for the same products over and over again, which is actually refreshing. You know, the only way something earns a spot to me in these monthly favorites. And just to be clear, for those that are new to my channel, these are not first impressions. These aren't products that I've only used once, okay? They're actually products that genuinely impressed me over a period of time and have impressed me enough that I found myself reaching for them actually all month long. If you're looking for some incredible makeup, maybe a little bit of skincare, a little bit of hair care, and anything beauty related, body care recommendations, then let's get into my July favorites. Before we jump in, I have to be very careful. It's giveaway time! Hold on. I thought they all had Nars on the front. They didn't. Okay. I was recently gifted 2 complete collections of the brand new Nars Insatiable long-wearing liquid blushes. One set is obviously staying with yours truly, and the other complete collection is going to one of you, my lovely subscribers. Now, before I explain how to enter, I do want to mention that this giveaway is open to my US-based besties only. I wish I could open it internationally, but unfortunately, shipping costs and customs make that very difficult. Number 1, make sure you're subscribed, obviously, to my YouTube channel. Give this video a big thumbs up, that little symbol that you see. Yeah, just click on it. Then after that, you're going to turn on that bell notification so you don't miss any, future uploads or giveaways. Number 4, share this video with a friend, a family member, or even on your Instagram stories. And don't forget to tag me because obviously I want to see it. And finally, leave me a comment below letting me know what your favorite beauty product from July has been, because I'm always, and when I say always, always looking for new recommendations and just stuff to buy. Let's finally get into the July favorites. We've got 17 of them, so grab a coffee. Let's have some fun. We've got the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Mousse Soft Blur Lip. You guys, one of my biggest makeup surprises of the month. I did not think I was going to like these. Anything matte makes me look like The Walking Dead, especially when it comes to lips. But I have to say, she nailed it. This formula is actually so hydrating and it's blurring beautiful. The texture is exactly what the name suggests. It's whipped, airy. One thing I really appreciate is that it doesn't exaggerate every tiny line I have on my lips, and I've got tons, too much to count. And I always recommend applying maybe a little less than you think you need at first. I mean, look at the actual head of this. It's like a sponge. And look at this formula. This is the one that I have on right now. Look at that. Oh, it is so smooth. I look forward to putting this on my lips. I'm not kidding. The Hung Van Gogh Red Carpet Luminous Foundation. So Hung Van Gogh has actually spent years creating some of, I would say, the most flawless red carpet skin you've ever seen. If you don't follow him on YouTube and if you love watching makeup tutorials, I highly suggest you do so. First, let's just talk about the fact that he made every single shade neutral. There is no other undertone other than the neutral undertone. And I have to say, it's quite genius. This formula, it just gives you that luminosity without making you look greasy. It doesn't feel heavy, though it is basically a medium to full coverage. I say more full coverage. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. A lot of people say, oh, it's like Victoria Beckham's serum foundation. It actually is not, because I have that too. First of all, there is no smell to this. Thank the Lord Jesus. What I do know about this after now testing it for about 2 weeks, it photographs beautifully, which isn't surprising considering that Hung Van Gogh works with all the A-list celebrities you can possibly think of. It layers beautifully over different primers, skincare, and it doesn't separate, which is something I always obviously pay attention to. If you're shade twins with me, I don't have any self-tan right now, so I would say I'm between like 7, 8. Okay, this product I honestly love the most out of all of the products, though I said that about the Huda Beauty. I did a full wear test, and you can check that out on my other social media platforms. It starts with an I. So this is the Urban Decay Toy Lip Liner Stain, and boy, does it stain. I had this on all morning, afternoon through the evening, and I had to like really scrub it off. This product is so clever, and let me show you why. Instead of relying on like a traditional wax-based, lip liner or one of those felt pens that smell, look at the actual head of this lip liner. It's like the best wing liner brush anyone could ask for. How clever is this? I love it so much. But like, you can be so precise with this. My favorite shade is Sass. The best thing about this too, you want to do your lips in sections. So what I do is I'll do the Cupid's bow one side of it, then I will blend it out with my fingers, and the blendability is super easy. You just want to do it as soon as you apply. Sometimes some of these felt tip liners, it's impossible to blend. It is gorgeous. They've got great shades, and I highly suggest purchasing one because I think 3 shades are actually all sold out already. Okay, let's talk about Charlotte Tilbury. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding her, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about her products. Gorgeous eyeshadow sticks. These are so easy. If you are on the go and you hate applying eyeshadow, but you want to look like you put some effort into it, I would definitely get these. I bought every shade as I do. I was not gifted this. They're just really easy to blend. A lot of these eyeshadow sticks in my eyes are really drying, and I already have pretty dry eyelids. So when I felt this formula, I was like, oh, I need one of every shade. They come in matte formulas and satin formulas. And, sometimes I'll just use one shade all over the lid. And here's a shimmery one. Bronze Garnet. This one's always sold out. I think they just restocked though. This is so beautiful, especially if you have brown eyes. So pretty. These have been my go-to eyeshadow looks, I would say, when I'm just on the go and when I don't have hours to do my makeup like I prefer. Let's talk about Prada. Since Zendaya has been all over my freaking algorithm, has she been all over yours? How gorgeous has she looked? I mean, shout out to Ernesto Casillas, her makeup artist. Ernesto used, because I follow him on Instagram, it was sponsored, I understand, but he used all Prada products. And I can't say this enough, but this has been a while since I busted this out for my collection. So this foundation has been like one of the most skin-like formulas, and I forgot about it. This gives you this like refined, soft, your skin but better foundation. More like a skin tint / serum foundation. You don't feel anything on your skin really. This really evens everything out. And what Ernesto did with Zendaya, he mixed this in with like a toner or like a serum. So I mixed this in with the Road Glazing Milk, and it just was perfection. Packaging is beautiful, and I've worn it throughout the day into the evening, and it just doesn't feel heavy. But this has quickly become, again, one of those foundations I just reach for when I want my makeup to look effortless, but I don't want to just wear a skin tint. One of Zendaya's lip combos was this, and I believe the Prada blush, which I'm about to talk about. This is the Prada Hydrating Lip Balm with jojoba oil. This is in the shade Astral Pink. This turns your lips, for me, it depends on your pH, obviously, but for me, this turns your lips into like this like really beautiful baby pink. And if you pair this with my last month's favorite, which was the Dolce & Gabbana lip oil, that was also blue. It is a beautiful like daytime lip combo. This is super hydrating. I know that some of you are probably thinking this is just like a lip balm, but it's not. This is one of those products that just proves a lip balm can still feel luxurious because it does bring out your pH. So I love it. I think for anyone that likes the no makeup look, this is a perfect lip product for you for sure. Prada blush. I know a lot of people, there's a little controversy because they're like, oh, the packaging is so cheap for Prada. I can't even tell you that the formula itself really beats cheap packaging, I have to say. They are coming out with new shades. So this was another thing that Ernesto used on Zendaya. And he mixed this shade. This shade is in Cafe. And he also used the shade Cherry. This is like a gorgeous bronzer, blush and bronzer basically. And it really is, it's such a unique formula. It can be used for your cheeks and for your lips, and that's what he did with Zendaya. Cream to powder formula, and it just doesn't sit on top of your makeup or emphasize texture, which is shocking. It just melts into your complexion, and it just gives you that natural flush to your face. Just love that you can use it for your lips too, because I love a multi-use product, especially when it's this expensive. Let's move on to Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is the shade Birthday Suit. They just came out with a few new shades, and this is one of them, and I love this shade. I love their gloss bombs, but only if applied. I've realized that it will start pilling if you apply too many layers. So one little layer is just perfection. It's like a peachy, nude, gorgeous color. And I just think it's incredibly flattering. Really smooth, it's comfortable, but like I said, you don't want to layer too many layers on top of one another because your lips will pill. But this is really just gives that effortless, gorgeous appearance of like, I woke up like this, but I also just put a little bit of expensive, luxurious gloss bomb on my lips. This is actually almost empty. This is the travel size of the Sephora Collection Glow Setting Spray with vitamin C. Oh, this is so beautiful. I just love the glow that it gives my skin without looking oily. You know what I mean? It just like refreshes your face and your makeup. A glow setting like this can almost just leave like a film on your skin, and this does not. This has really great reviews as well. The mist is incredibly fine, which means that your makeup won't get messed up when you spray it, which is also very important. This is my third bottle of the Big Daddies, the Cycler Rosebud Body Wash. If you know me and you've been following my channel, you know I love Cycler. The Rosebud scent I'm obsessed with. I use the Rosebud deodorant along with the body lotion. This scent is absolutely beautiful. It's slightly floral, and it still has like that masculine scent to it that I love without smelling overly perfumey, if this makes any sense. But beyond the fragrance, I really appreciate that it just leaves my skin feeling clean, fresh, and the actual scent stays on your body and lingers. I'm obsessed. I'm not a big sunscreen girl, but obviously I wear sunscreen, but I don't necessarily fangirl over sunscreen, except for the Tatcha Milky Sunscreen. This is SPF 50. For me, the only test is if it works beautifully under makeup. Because if you have a white cast to you, or if you have this like smell to you, I can't do it. But I have to tell you, this reminds me a little bit of the Road Glazing Milk, but with SPF. It does not leave a white cast on my skin. Doesn't feel greasy. Feels like you're putting just another toner on your skin. Anyway, I love this. It is pricey, but it's worth every penny. It really is. I do have another option for you guys that's a little bit cheaper, also sold at Sephora. The Innisfree Daily UV Invisible Barrier Sunscreen Serum. This is SPF 47. Why didn't they just round it up to SPF 50? Anyway, I love this brand, Innisfree, cheaper than Tatcha, but again, I would say this is categorized for me as part of your skincare routine, and I think that if you're going to spend money on anything, spend it on skincare, especially SPF, especially if you wear makeup. If you don't wear makeup, you can wear whatever sunscreen you want, but if you wear makeup and it's been hard for you to find an actual SPF that works beautifully under makeup, now you have nothing to worry about. Let's move on to hair care, because this is going to need this tonight. I'm almost done with this bottle. This is the Kerastase Night Serum. If your hair feels dry from using so many hot tools like I do, this has been such a great addition to my nighttime routine. Think of this almost like skincare, but for your hair. You basically apply this to your hair before bed, and while you're sleeping, supposedly the formula helps nourish the hair fiber so your hair feels softer by morning, which it does. I can guarantee that. That's why I am actually not almost done. I'm about halfway through. It doesn't leave your hair feeling greasy. I've never actually applied any type of night serum to my hair until recently, until all the people from Sephora Squad, all my peeps, shout out to Sephora Squad, told me about this. They were so obsessed with it, so I was like, I gotta try it. There you go. You're welcome. We've got a few more products. Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Duo in the shade Out of Office. This is a relaunch, actually. Look at this. This is like a cool pink tone. This is really pretty. This has been my go-to shade this month. You get a powder and a cream. So you're getting a 2-for-1. And that actually makes my stingy ass feel a lot better sometimes when I'm purchasing makeup, because you want to feel like you're getting a deal. The color payoff of all his duo blushes and shades that he offers is spectacular. I mean, the wear time is absolutely fantastic, and honestly, these continue to be some of my favorite blushes still to this day on the market. Okay, Chris McMillan, Glassy Smooth Blow Dry Spray. If you love that smooth, expensive looking blowout, and if you like your hair to get dry quickly because you're on the go, this is for you. I have used this on both dry hair and damp hair, but I use this before blow drying because it just helps with smoothness. It adds so much shine to my hair. Chris has said, like, I follow him on social media, and he's like, always spray more than you think you need. So this is really perfect, especially during summer, humidity. This has really helped at least keep everything looking a little bit healthier. I don't know. We'll see about that when I see my hair guy in a couple of weeks. Shout out to Mikey. Let's talk about Brunel. I am obsessed, and I don't say that lightly, with this body oil and also this body oil. The only shitty part about this is it's hard to get out, but it's probably a good thing, or else you would spill oil everywhere, and which I have done. My skin feels like new skin. I'm not kidding. And I've especially been loving this after showers while my skin is still like slightly damp, because it just really helps lock in that moisture. I'm not kidding. This is one of the best purchases I've purchased in 2026 as far as my body care goes. Brunel's Renewal Body Oil. I will link everything below as always. Okay, one more thing. Speaking of oil, the Chanel Sublimage, the most expensive lip oil I have ever purchased, but I'm almost finished with it, because you better bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be using every single drop of this until it's gone, baby, gone. This is Chanel's infamous Sublimage L'Extract lip oil, and holy hell, it's expensive. But I don't know, I feel like my fine lines are not as pronounced. The texture of my lips feel incredibly rich. I use this mainly at nighttime, so that right before I go to bed, I apply this after I double cleanse. I wake up with this product still on my lips, and my lips just feeling silky smooth. I don't know. I just love applying this as the last step in my nighttime routine. Look at this like gold medal head. When I first bought this, I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? But it actually comes with this like really cute Chanel holder or whatever. And look at the detailing. Ooh la la. Anyway, it's one of those products that is absolutely ridiculous. By no means am I telling you to get this. It's just one of those products that just feels like incredibly luxurious every single time you use it. And if you're like me and you love luxury, then this might tickle your pickle like it did mine. Those are officially all of my July favorites. I'd genuinely love to know what products you've been loving this month. And also don't forget, if you're entering the giveaway for the complete collection of the new Nars Insatiable Long-Wearing Liquid Blushes, congrats ahead of time, but make sure you've completed all of the steps and make sure you live within the United States, okay? So again, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, get that bell notification and click on that so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, and share this video with a friend or your Instagram stories, and don't forget to tag me so I can see it. More importantly, leave a comment of a product that you can't stop reaching for or you couldn't stop reaching for in the month of July. Until next time, love you guys, and talk soon.